For those of you guys who are like me, a little older, and all you like is a lot of knobs and buttons to push during the fall, that's just the way you've done it, and that's the way you want to keep doing it. This is the model that we have for you. This is a very basic heater that adds to the Triumph fan. And so right here, obviously you see the control limit temperature sensor to make sure that you don't go over temp and have a problem. This is the basic control box. Just has a fan wall controller, so high quality components, and has a 45 second delay for gas purging and things like that. So basic standard box. This is a 10-degree heater full out. So what this basically is done, and we'll talk a little bit about this later, is the EQM heat, the equilibrium moisture heat. The equilibrium moisture heat, as a lot of you already know, is just how much humidity do you have in your air, and how are we going to balance that with the air that's getting input, because you want that dry air to get in with your grain. That's what this unit does. You turn it on, you set it and forget it. This happens to be in the dead space. This is the control box. Basically you have the temperature gauge here, and then you set it just like a thermostat in your home. So this, once you set it, it takes over for you, and it doesn't go over that temperature. This particular unit is a very basic one that you would have seen on all heaters that you probably ever bought. So, but it's available if that's what you like. But now we're going to show you some really new improvements that you probably haven't seen. So stay with us. Here's the Triumph fan I talked to you about before, and here is the heater combo put on. Now this is the EQM heater, but I'm going to go over because it's very similar to the basic design. Right now, where you can see we've got the heater cage comes with that kit. We have a special burner design. This heater as well is a high of 10 degrees, so it's just to take that humidity out of the air, and you can watch for that on the graph. You can see how much in your specific latitude it's able to change the way you dry grain. It's just an amazing system with just a very little heat. We don't need to over dry that crop, crack it and give it damage. We're just trying to get the right amount of temperature on it. So the burner, obviously mounted to there, is a very simple installation, goes right on top of the fan, and then you have your limit switch here to make sure that the temperature in your plenum isn't getting overly done, and that's pretty much the whole setup. Here's obviously the gas supply, but you've seen those before, so this is the gas supply to the controller to make sure that you got it. So let's take a peek in the box. Okay, we're going to open the hood here a little bit. This happens to be, like I said, the EQM model. This is the MDR 60-24, and that's in the box. We've also got the humidity sensor here, which also gets mounted in the box. And then we have the modulating valve right here for the gas supply, the high quality fan wall controller, as you can see there, and then of course our control board to make the whole thing work. It's the brains of the unit. All in a polycarbonate, closed, sealed box. We told you that you can get the fan for $24.99. Okay, so we're gonna do a special offer, and we're gonna get you the fan, the control box, all of the cables, everything to hang it, the brackets and everything, okay? And the standard heating combo package that, remember, is only 10 degrees, so you're not gonna over dry your grain too quickly. That's for $39.50. Okay, but it gets even better because of all the extra technology that we told you that we are putting inside this box, the EQM box. It's only $1,000 more. We're going to be able to add the EQM heater. That gets you the app on your phone, your iPad, get the data from the system, be able to tell what it's doing, get all of the history, and be able to dry your grain automatically. That's the big thing right there. Making sure you're making the maximum use of your drying time in season. So that's all from the shop. My name is Scott Risen. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate having you, and good luck out there with the harvest.